Hey guys, we just wanted to make this video for you so that you could go into the weekend with just an idea of what's really happening on the project. It is really turning out to be absolutely stunning. What I have now is I went ahead and started doing the lighting, which I usually do at the very end, but we had enough information and the rooms were all set up. So I went ahead and started to introduce the lighting. And this is the ray trace. I call them a quick view of the ray trace. We do use this technique, and then it takes a while to render, and then we take it into Photoshop and we make some adjustments. But you can see how this space is really starting to take shape. And I've never put a tile on a ceiling except in a shower before, and I have to tell you, I like it. I really do. It just looks really good. Currently, it shows a little bit of a ceiling right here. That's a rake. It really is going to depend on the outside roof line, but it's definitely in here. And we went ahead, we didn't have a countertop color, but we went ahead and did one like the kitchen just so that we could show you these pictures. The bathroom's looking really good. Put the stone back in here, put some lighting here. Again, it's just a fabulous space. And now you can see that we added the plantation ash to the bedroom. And then we put in something that's a little bit more like a teak color in the bedroom. And I would say that things are going to look just a tad bit darker when we get done with everything and we put it into the ray trace. We do have the mirrors. These are just two mirrors that are backlit that are medicine cabinets. And for now, they are just kind of placeholders. As a matter of fact, I've got to finish this. Didn't even catch that. And a lot of the things that we talked about have been done now. The backsplash that you have is just unbelievably unique and beautiful, and I really didn't have anything close to that. I'll still need to fix the toilet over here, but I just wanted to show you how the space was looking. And because I went out of the room, it is now going to adjust the lights for me. So I have to go back and redo it. We have the coffers. We've done our best to convert the measurements that we had. We've got a type of basket weave over here and some coffers. What I wanted to show you real quick on here is the tray ceiling with the coffers inside here. And when we got the measurements, we needed, I think 500 millimeters or something. St. John did this one. When he did that, the tray ceiling actually came to, I can't make it do it, hold on. It came to here, and so we had a pretty big problem with the cabinet would be sticking out of the tray ceiling. So you can make the cabinet smaller or make the tray ceiling smaller. Just let us know what you'd like to do. Otherwise, honestly, it looked pretty good this way because you see you have a wall here that's a lot closer than a wall here. So when you have the dimensions, it's, which wall do you want us to base it on? That's all that we needed to know. And we went ahead and we added that over here in the children's room also. And we'll get there in just a second. I'm still working on the headboard in that room. So if you take the camera, okay, you can see the coffer ceiling looks pretty good. As it is, or you can change it either way. Just let us know about that. We're going to go through your kitchen cabinets, and then the kitchen's looking really good. I just realized that cabinet's bumped out a little bit, but here are the countertops with the colors. And again, we're in ray trace right now, a quick ray trace. So you're seeing how the elements look when they're under a little bit more of the natural light. So the colors are a little bit more muted, and you'll notice what might look very aggressive in the standard pictures. When you do have it in the ray trace, it does look a lot softer, and we still have the lighting to do and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm just letting you know that everything looks good. I think the biggest change that really helped everything was changing from the Tasmanian oak and sticking to two colors of wood. I think that's really helped you quite a bit. And you still have the plank color that's going to be a little bit different, but it definitely makes a difference. It's really toned down everything and made everything very calming. I wish this would ray trace the way it's going to look when it's all done, but I think you're going to get a pretty good idea here. So that's really the questions for you. I'm going to go over here and look at the kids' room. I'm not sure how far Jules got on that before the end of the day. Wow, there's no lighting in there, so we're not going to stay there. Okay, now we're outside. All right. Again, the bathroom looks great. The stone looks great. Everything looks in proportion. I'll need to make sure that wall right there has a stone on it. These coffers are set at the 1.5 foot, and the basket weaves in there. Ignore that. We'll work on the lighting. And there were just one or two other things that came up. But other than that, everything's looking really, really good. And we have the punch list here. And almost all of these are green now, which is just a phenomenal feat. And, you know, you should just really be proud of yourself in doing this much work this fast. It's really astounding. And then the other thing is the semi-custom. There are just so many semi-custom products out there that are made of plywood, and they are not made of MDF or any kind of particle board. They have really good hinges on them. They have really good soft close European slides and hinges. And you can order so many different types of profiles, so many different types of wood and handles on them that if you guys were really looking to move your price point down, I sent the email earlier, going with the semi-custom cabinet, you know, that could really just save you a ton of money. And a lot of these, I typed in modern and semi-custom. And so what you're seeing here are cabinets that come in preset dimensions, but they're about every 2 inches. So you can get a 24-inch wide, a 26-inch wide, and they're really made for modern kitchens. So maybe if you talk to the contractor in Australia and ask him what his suppliers are that do semi-custom and take a look at their line, you can go from a kitchen being, you know, $75,000 or $50,000 in cabinets down to $25,000 in America. And we even have semi-custom lines that we do full kitchens for $12,000. So it kind of, and they're really good cabinets. I mean, I'm putting them in my house instead of, and I'm a cabinet maker. I used to build cabinets. I'm not going to build my own custom cabinets because I can just get the semi-custom, and they have a factory baked on finish, which is a lot stronger than anything I could ever do by hand. So there's a lot of options there. They come with vanities. There's just so many semi-custom options. And the only difference is, see, this one doesn't necessarily have this has a trim piece around it. You can buy the cabinets and then buy the trim pieces and then have the carpenter just put them together on site, and they look like custom. But you could seriously drop your cost by looking at some semi-custom cabinets. Also, if you're doing real plank floors, look into engineered floors, engineered wood, where it has the real wood on top. And the other thing that we find is just such a big deal breaker is the windows. And if you can move over to a fixed glass window whenever you can, and then the accordion doors and the sliding doors, we just did a project for $45,000 just for 8 foot, 10 foot wide of doors with those accordion doors. If you get pivot doors that they just there's like 4 panels and they just pivot open, it's really cool. I'll have to show you sometime. But if you just make some different choices on your window selections and your cabinet selections and some of your flooring selections, especially the ceiling up here. Most of the time in Turtle Creek and Highland Park, we are not putting wood on the ceiling. We're actually putting faux beams, faux wood, vinyl, because it's so far away, people really just can't see the difference. And we're talking about mega homes putting in these things. So anyway, just a couple of suggestions for you guys. I don't want you to be heartbroken about it. There's a way to really cut down on your cost. And just like the pictures we did for you, doing them semi-custom versus custom, there's a very big difference in there. And I think the last thing was I went back over the scope of work, and we do not have the kids' bathrooms as part of that scope of work. We have one kid's bedroom and then all these other areas. So if you want me to add that to it, I'm estimating about 6 hours of work would be added to the project cost. So it's not going to be a big deal breaker. And we can have the drafter come in and put together that for you and then get it into design. Like I said, a couple of things to change on it. But other than that, guys, it looks really, really, really good. The house looks beautiful. You guys are like just in the home stretch, and it's just choosing the products, just going to semi-custom and what's in stock, and then being creative with that. And I bet you're going to get within that budget that you had originally planned.